Our green rain trees are finally putting out seeds, so next year we'll have way more mossy trees. And now it's time to start working on some of our secret notes. This one's from the bear in the secret woods. He was ecstatic that we brought him the maple syrup, and even rewarded us with a special power. Though I'm not sure berries are that valuable to begin with. While we're down south, let's wrap up our ectoplasm quest with the wizard. It should be nice to get teleporters. And the prize ticket we got from it gives us our second apple tree. But we really want that Friendship 101 book, because it gives you 10% more friendship for everything. Our quest to get the best trash can in the land is finally complete. Getting 60% of the value every time we trash something in the Skull Caverns is super nice. And Willie finally gave us the quality bobber recipe for getting all that bug meat for him. Though it's probably not worth knowing this amorphous blob exists. Yuck. Now, it's time to settle into fishing. This skill chain has really changed the way I think about the game. Everything's a lot more linked together, and it's not really slower because we're still advancing a lot every day. I mean, we're in winter year 1, and we're pretty close to getting the community center done already. And other than being locked out of farming, we're almost done with the skill chain. We might have been able to finish it in a single year if we hadn't missed out on batteries in summer and had been able to make Grandpa's shed. But that's just wishful thinking. It's been really fun, and I could never have guessed that things like skill books or Willy would be so dangerous. I also really enjoyed skipping fishing in the beginning because you get so much money with it, you kind of miss out on alternative ways to make profit. The struggle definitely makes you a little bit more creative about where your money comes from. I would definitely do another skill chain in the future, and you should try one too. Let me know if you give it a shot. After a long, relaxing day in fishing, we hit level 7 and picked up the squid we needed to give to Willy. That puts us about a third of the way to level 10, or 10,000 more experience to go. So like 300 more fish, if they're perfect. But now it's time to head up into town and give Willy the squid. Sometimes I skip out on these kind of intermediate quests, but it's pretty fun to get them done while they're fresh. And I kind of thought Willy might like a salad, but I guess this salty old sea dog doesn't like the green stuff. It's getting a bit late, so it's time to start wrapping up the day by putting away our fish and dealing with our apple orchard. It's really starting to come together and should look great next year. Since today's been a day where all of our quests come to fruition, the bomb we gave to Clint seems to have gone off overnight. But man, the inside of our house is kinda dark, so let's slap down these braziers instead of living like pilgrims. Don't call the fire marshal. And sometimes you just need to squeeze the last little bit out of every day. But we're at level 7 and picked up the cork bobber and the treasure hunter bobber, so that's pretty nice. And our passive income from the mushrooms is also pretty nice. But every high has its low, so now it's time to take on our hardest challenge yet. Interior design. I'm terrible at this, but we're going for a surfer shack, so lots of sand everywhere and some blue walls is a good start. We're also going to put fake grass in the front room, so that it can soak up any water or sand from our wetsuit. And I found that my surfing got a lot better when I started getting into yoga, so let's go ahead and set up a yoga studio in the top left corner. Also, you should always celebrate the small victories.
Those might need to go into a different room that's a little smaller. But look at that, we officially decorated the house, which who'd have thought that would have been the hardest thing for me to do.
The wizard gave us the recipe for teleporters, so let's make a couple of them up and put them where we want them. I'm thinking here to Grandpa's shed is the best use, since we're probably not taking the horse that way. And Suki has this sick painting that would look nice in our new digs.
Oh, wow. Just imagine with me for a moment. Our dog, Andy, with a red fez. Need I say more? I know we're saving money, but we have to buy the essentials. And that was essential. Look at it. Oh, wait a minute. Dude, look at him go. Gonna keep his... He looks silly from the side profile. But it'll keep his ears warm, you know?
And I'm no expert, but I feel like the contrast is nicer to have the blue painting on the right. To close out the day, we'll go up to the lake and catch a couple of fish, including the sturgeon, which we needed for the bundles. And maybe it's time to start looking into larger chest mods, because we're out of space for all these types of fish. I guess we'll have to start up a secondary chest that we can organize into later. I had been planning to make bait for bull trouts with our new bait maker, but I think they're a little bit too overpowered. It's just so much experience and money compared to normal fish, so I'm not going to use them to fast level in our skill chain. Andy's fez is definitely our best upgrade so far. On our way to the summit, we snagged our second amber. Our first one went to the bundle, so this one can go to Gunther in the museum. I wonder if Clint got a permit to blow up this boulder. And if you didn't know, the Expanded Summit is a place to pick up rare forageables. A lot of these are used in advanced recipes, so we're going to want these for every season. But now it's time to grind out some fishing levels. We're going to do it in the ocean today to mix it up. We ended up snagging the starfish from Expanded, and if you really focus on it, you can pick up the levels in fishing pretty dang quickly. Here's level 8. It's especially fast if you focus on easy fish like the halibut. They give 60 experience per perfect catch. Since we're spending so much time fishing, we end up meeting Morris at the bus stop a lot of the times on the way home. It's kinda sad he works so late, and it definitely explains his character a lot better. Maybe he isn't just a mindless corporate drone. And for level 8 fishing, we unlock the deluxe worm bin. Since we have the bait maker, we're not going to be using it too often, but it's nice for new species, especially the legendary fish. And this is definitely the first time I've made 1,000,000 without using crops. That's all thanks to the skill chain. Today is Carolyn's birthday. I have no idea what she wants. Maybe it's flowers? Though if I had used the wiki, I would have realized that it's summer spangles and could have bought them from Suki today. Hindsight's 2020. And since we're probably not finishing the skill chain in a single year, we're going to start looking at the friendships we want to cultivate for next year. Susan, the wizard, Sandy, Robin, Olivia, Andy, and Morris are all really good candidates. They either give us cool unlocks or they're important to the storyline. And even though we're a millionaire now, it's a good idea to collect mushrooms every time they're available. Especially because the wizard loves purple mushrooms. He's got a lot of storyline left in Expanded, but we're going to want to be good friends with him.
Oh, we get a cutscene. Hello, ladies. Beautiful day. Afternoon, Morris. Morris. Greeting the townsfolk. Haha, I am. On a day as glorious as this one, how could I not? Keep up the good work, Mayor. Thanks, Morris. Is Morris turning a new leaf? Could we convince Morris to stick around after Joja? Oh, no. Pierre, I truly hope you're well on this beautiful day. And Pierre's gonna tell him to stuff rocks. Yep. Oh, we have another Morris cutscene. Hello, Swell. Fancy meeting you by Joja Mart. Are you enjoying the beautiful weather today? Why are you so happy? You're kind of glum. The president of Joja Corp is impressed with my work in the valley. Finally, I've been recognized by the higher-ups. I am due a promotion and raise for my collective efforts, furthering the Joja family. The condominium I've had my eye on is finally within my grasp. Oh, man. I mean, honestly, all he does is work, so it's kind of well-deserved. I have worked many days and nights to secure this advancement for my career. The fruits of my labor are finally paying off. Speak to me at Joja Mart. I'll give you a discount in advance. Interesting.
And now it's time to figure out that Caroline doesn't really like sweet peas. At risk of sounding like a broken record, at least it was a gold star gift. And in the same vein, it turns out Andy doesn't even like chanterelles. And by that I mean chanterelles. Turns out I've been mispronouncing that one too. And Sophia has the right idea about the ice fishing contest tomorrow, since it's way nicer to be cozy. But I am excited to show off our new fishing skills. One of our worst areas is giving Martin gifts. He hates salads and I keep forgetting that.
Oh, there's someone here. Who are you? Since we can get to the summit now, maybe I'll start hiking again. You hiked up here too, Swell. Yeah, I did. Have a salad. Wow, Swell, that's exactly what I was craving. How'd you know? You know, I am just a man of the people. I am not just the salad man. You know, I'm not just salading everyone I see.
You can lie to everyone except yourself. But let's head over to the desert and trade our jade for some new staircases. This desert merchant has a kind face. And I do know that Sandy loves flowers, so these sweet peas get us to the next level of friendship with her. And maybe these ice creams can start mending our relationship with Martin, since I'm pretty sure he loves them. I feel like we're getting more and more into the expanded content, and maybe that's how it's supposed to go, since it's pretty endgame.
Oh, you must be Swell, the new adventurer Marlin told me so much about. My name is Elysia. I hail from Castle Village. Elysia lived in Stardew Valley years ago. She's a talented sniper. I requested her aid. Slimes were duplicating on the cavern ceilings, too high for me to reach with a sword. I'm not as good of a shot as I used to be. Maybe it's the one eye, but I guess you close an eye for shooting. You're too hard on yourself, Marlin. If you require my bow again, don't hesitate to ask. Besides, I quite enjoy visiting the valley. I must take my leave. Apologies for cutting our introduction short, Swell. I'm sure we'll see you again. Until next time, Marlin. And there's someone else here. Cordelia. Camilla, our witch, sent me here to seek an audience with Marlin. You know he's a legend where I come from. And we're 6/10 of the slimes, probably similar on serpents, because they're kind of tracking with each other.
And while fishing at Shearwater Bridge, I realized we need to kill a squid kid. So I popped over to the lava levels in the mine and finished up the quest with the wizard. I really like his blue hair for winter. And we'll wrap up the day by petting Andy. The next morning, we had a couple of bad options to pick from since we're not farming, but the eggs are maybe a little bit more possible, since it's 2 weeks. We might as well cram in some fishing practice before the ice festival. We'll need to get to level 10 as soon as possible to have any chance of getting those eggs. And I'm kind of curious which fish gives you the best experience, so we're going to try out tuna. They're a little bit hard to catch though, so it's probably not consistent enough to get the perfect catches, regardless of whatever experience we get. It's probably smarter to go for more consistent fish, because 76 isn't that much more than the 60 we were getting from red herring. But now it's time to head over to the ice festival and put our fishing skills to use. It's definitely new and expanded.
When I was younger, my father and I loved to fish together. I haven't fished at all since then, though. I think you'll do great in the contest, Swell. Best of luck to you, honey. Thank you. Let's grab the rare crow. We can put a Christmas tree in our house. Or a winter star tree, I should say. This is kind of neat. Chocolate truffle bar? Whoa. Hazelnut truffle milk sugar. A sumptuous creamy gourmet chocolate confection with a velvety ganache center. Has a high sale price. Okay, yeah, let's grab that recipe. I know we're saving money, but Winter Star is only once a year. I overheard Willie talking about you. It'll be a close match between you two. Good luck fishing, Swell. Thanks, Andy. There's a significant concentration of mana in this spot. I must analyze its origin. You should head back to the others, Swell. She's not really dressed for the weather. You don't see snow in the desert. So pretty here. There's no food, but that's okay. I brought a wrapped roast beef sandwich. It'll stay cold. I must say I'm looking forward to seeing Willie show off his fishing skills. You can tell how talented he is. He's been fishing all of his life. Marlin's out here on patrol. We're deep in the forest. Anything can be out there in the woods. Igloo buildings and art I picked up from the tundra dwellers who live beyond the frozen sea. That was many years ago. An igloo makes a nice home, but it's easier to just stay in my tent year-round. You must have a really amazing tent. Brr, I should have worn an extra layer. Are you participating in the ice fishing competition?
Solid segue, Olivia. The competition is never really that hard. You just gotta catch about 5 fish and you always win. We ended up snagging 6 and got the top prize. It's nothing crazy, but it will help on our fishing escapades.
And you know what? Since we are doing fishing right now, let's just go ahead and wear this hat until we're done with fishing. That'll be kind of fun.
We'll craft up some red herring bait, put everything away, and hit the sack. If we keep making money like this, it won't be too long before we can pick up that mega coop. And we'll go ahead and upgrade our worm bin to the deluxe version, since it's nice for catching new fish in new areas. Otherwise, we're probably just going to use the bait maker. It'll be convenient to clear it during mail time. And now that we have a bunch of birch water, it's time to check out the birch candies. But they're a bit of a process to make. We're going to need these birch syrups, and then we have to combine them with sugar. We'll make about 6 for now, and pick up the sugar from Pierre's later. Let's add it to the list so we don't forget. And now that it's no longer a festival, we can use a prize ticket to pick up the Friendship 101 book. The 10% bonus to friendship it gives for gifts or chatting is pretty sweet. It's also really good timing, since we're going to try to become friends with everybody in town today. We're going to continue to be the salad man for liked gifts, and hopefully give out some love gifts along the way. Not using the wiki this year has been a hard, fun challenge, and being less than optimal can be kind of funny.
You also like Topaz. Abigail, excuse me? What the heck? Hey, how'd you know I was hungry? This looks delicious. Abigail, that was a rock. Abigail, I'll give you a rock. All right, have fun. Did you really like it? Oh, she only likes amethyst. She loves amethyst. She likes topaz. Carolyn, have salad. And you probably like diamonds. Do you like diamonds? This is so thoughtful of you, sweetie. Thank you. Are you gonna be one of our diamond liked? Cool. No, we're doing it for science. Oh, Martin, perfect. You like ice cream, bud. Know it. I honestly could eat ice cream forever. And we know Sandy could love crocus, but not gold, so we'll give her the sweet pea. We'll also grab the desert totem while we're here.
2 seconds later.
Rain, what are we getting? Oh, we're here for a desert totem. I see those jellies down right there, but we're on a gifting spree, so we're gonna just keep gifting. Really easy in this game to get distracted by shiny things, as you can tell by my complete lack of remembering what I was doing, even though I said it probably 15 seconds ago. Susan has absconded. She's skedaddled. Oh wow, Susan goes up to the summit. Okay, cool. Well, we can definitely give you a gift up here. And I think you're too important to not give you at least a liked gift, so let's give you a salad. Oh, look, it's Willie. Willie, you probably hate salads, right? You do. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. He's on the sea. People who are working on the sea need to be worried about scurvy, so he'll need fruit for the scurvy. A gift? Thanks. What do you think, Willie? Well, it definitely wasn't a favorite. It's just normal. All right. I think the expanded fruits are pretty much going to be normal for everybody, except for I think there'll be one person that it'll be a favorite. All right, let's go in here. Give Sophia. Oh, Sophia might be diamonds. You're sweet, thanks.
Spoiler, she wasn't. Another diamond down the drain.
All right, let's go to Andrew. Oh, I just realized I named our dog after this poor guy. Does he like salads? Andy, do you like salads, man? How do you feel about a nice, healthy salad, Andy? This ain't that bad. Thank you kindly for the gift. He liked it. Okay. He likes that and oranges, at least. Enjoy this sweet pea I picked for you. Sweet peas have the most wonderful smell. Wonderful smell. And Sandy's starting to get up there in hearts.
We're also here in the desert to trigger a late night event, so we'll explore the southern portion while we wait.
Ooh, this is kind of beautiful with all the fireflies at night in the desert. Pretty cool.
But soon enough, it was midnight.
It's the Sandy event. Nice. Well, I was about to warp back to Castle Village. Oh, she's from Castle Village. The oasis is beautiful on a night like this, isn't it? You've been adventuring in the Skull Cavern. Being covered in slime is a good clue. It's brave of you to fight the monsters down there. It's something I'd never imagined myself doing, despite living in Castle Village. Monster hunters, adventurers, warriors, mages, wizards, and witches. I've seen a lot of them come and go. And she's reminiscing. Well, it's very, late. I really should be heading off. Hey, why don't you watch me warp home? Only way to get back home is via warp. Incredible how much magic has progressed, isn't it? Adieu, Swell. We'll see you later, Sandy. Ooh, I'm excited to see more cutscenes with Sandy. Sandy and Morris. And you know what? I'm officially... I've been thinking about it. I'm going to give up on Grandpa's shed. We're done with it. We're not going to get it in time for winter at all. And that's okay. We'll work on farming through our animals, which we kind of need. I've never really done animals as my main farming way. And then in spring and summer, we should be able to get a lot more batteries.
And we'll need those batteries to make a lot of crystallariums. But that's the end of the skill chain this week. Thanks for watching and have a swell day.